What do you need? Yeah, you can do that. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, no, we're not, man. Hey guys, it's Big Sexy with Big Sexy Outdoors. If you guys are looking for your bucks to be big and sexy like me, I recommend you go out and get yourself some Big Sexy by Domain. This product is filled with radish, turnips, and kale, and other vegetation to keep the deer coming back all season long. Go out to your local Tractor Supply and purchase some today. Big Sexy by Domain.
There we go.
All right, here we are.
I still got to say, at the end of that Brown Time commercial, at the end of the Brown Time commercial, I keep hoping to see that little bunny just go poof into a cotton cloud.
Yeah, the cottontail gets busted pretty bad. I think when I took that video, I was only like 10 feet away from it, and it was just like I hadn't seen anything else for days, and I came close. But the only thing I had was my 6'5", so I figured it was better not to.
Yeah.
So, Jasmine, let me introduce you to Graden Thomas, early bird game calls. And Graden, let me introduce you to Jasmine, who is from Browtown Innovations out of Ohio.
Yeah, it's great to meet you, man. Looking forward to hearing what you have to tell us about your what you do and how you got into it.
Yeah, I'm excited.
So, Chris, this is Chris. He's also my partner, tech guy. Have you seen that ad come up, Slaughterville Games and all that? Little cool thing. Chris and I and Jasper actually helped sponsor it. We just made gun hunting board game. So it is pretty cool. It's coming out right now. You can check out if you're interested. Let us know. We'll send you a link. We're super interested in that. That's a big thing going for us right now.
It's awesome.
So, Graden, tell us about yourself, man. I mean, I got these guys on. I know Brandon's going to pop on. Tell us about yourself.
So, I mean, I'm still in high school. So, like I do sports year round too. So I still have to, I'm doing that as long as the calls. But yeah, I mean, that's it. It's been in the family for a while. My grandfather's been making calls for, oh man, a long time. And then he stopped because of health. And then I was like, you know what, I'll get into it. And then I just started making calls, and now I love it.
Ah,
That's awesome.
I see you're always posting. That's why we picked you up right away. I was like, oh, man, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So in conversation with you, we had a conversation about your turkey calls.
Yeah.
And I was super intrigued because, well, Chris, I'm going to tell you now before I go into this, Chris loves squirrel hunting.
Yeah.
And we had this huge combo, and you said about right now selling for you is squirrel calls. So tell us about your squirrel call.
So our scroll diaphragm, it looks just like let me see if I can find one here.
Can you blow him up, Chris?
Right. So here's one of our squirrel it looks just like a turkey diaphragm, and it's basically used just like how a turkey diaphragm would be. But basically, have you guys ever heard of Mr. Squirrel, like the whistle, like the distress whistle?
I don't know if I have.
That's what we're kind of going for with that.
Are you going to show us? Like, I'm excited to hear this. Are you going to show us what this sounds like?
Oh yeah,
Blow him up, Chris. There we go.
So it's kind of just it's like a baby squirrel in distress. Yeah. I mean, we used it. We did this past season. Yes. How like the way we've seen success with it is like, you know, like you'll hear them barking up in the woods, but like you can't see them. And then we blow this, and then they'll just come running out, and that's when you see them.
So what is that called? Tell me what that consists of. What's the difference for you between that and a turkey call?
So this we found the lightest latex we could, and we stretched it as literally as tight as it could be. And these are actually a real pain in the butt to make compared to a turkey call, because it takes like 3 pairs of hands to make one of these, because you got to stretch it out so far. But
do you like hold them with your head and then pull the other two with your?
No.
So what? Can you explain like what a diaphragm? One, what it's constructive of, and two, what it's doing. Like what I guess what you're trying to make the different materials do relative to each other.
So basically, here I can actually have some of the parts. So here's the frame. So that's the part, as you can see, like around the call right here, and you bend this in half, and then you want to you take your latex. Now there's different sizes for your latex, and each size makes a different sound. This is our .03. And yeah, basically it goes in the middle of that.
Okay.
Down, and we use a jig.
Oh, very cool.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
So just so everybody knows, every one of your calls are handmade.
Oh, all of them are handmade.
That's what I'm saying. This isn't like you just buy them online and you put your name on and share them. You're hand making every single call.
Everyone's handmade. Probably takes about 10 minutes each one to make.
Wow. Dang, that is awesome.
Mm.
So then you just stretch the latex and try to get it to vibrate over top of itself, or is there something else in there that it's vibrating against?
So no, that's basically it. And then you stack the latexes. So you can kind of different for each one. Let me find one here. So like this one's a 3 reeded call.
Wow.
And what gets the different sounds is the cuts. So this cut is like it's a raspier sound.
Okay.
B cut.
It's my favorite cut for a turkey call. Just so
Oh yeah, They're great.
Very cool.
That's my favorite cut. I've shot a lot of spring gobbler coming to that call.
Yeah, for sure. And then have you guys ever used the corner notch?
You know, I never have. What do they sound like?
So here, I'll use this. So we just dropped this one. This is our raspy Patriot call. And here's how it sounds. Sometimes the reeds will stick together if you don't.
It's on how you put them away.
Yeah. This one I didn't put away well.
That actually still had good sound though.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
You can hear the rasp. I mean, it definitely still had good sound.
Yeah. I wish my my dad was on. He's hear him call. He's great.
Send him the link. Send him the link. He can join.
I wish he's at work right now.
Well, tell him he's got to quit. No, I'm just playing.
So Haley's going to be jumping on you for that.
Oh, yeah.
You might as well quit too. Dude, that's awesome. So how long have you been actually making these? Like since you learned, how long have you been doing it?
So I've only been doing it for about, I want to say, I bought the jig probably like 4 weeks ago. So I started making them and selling them about 4 weeks ago. But my grandpa, he's been making them for a while, and he made the squirrel call. But that he only made it for personal use, and like we've been using it in the family and stuff. So that's how I learned about that.
Now you did say though the squirrel call's been a big hit for you right now.
Oh yeah. I think I've sold now like close to 70.
Wow.
And I all on a Facebook group. That's how I've been.
And the cool part is now you just said it's only been five weeks.
Yeah.
And you've sold 70 handmade calls, just squirrel call, which is a call I wouldn't think you'd sell many of.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But yeah, I mean, it has been rough. It's been stressful a little bit. Just because I still have to like balance school, wrestling, in this. But I mean, it's been putting some money in the pocket a little bit to get through a little bit. But I mean, I personally don't really care for the money. I just like doing it just because I just love it.
Now you're in the same boat we all are, Garden. You're on the same boat everyone
awesome.
are. The money is a bonus, and everything else we do is because we love doing it.
Mm-hmm, for sure.
I don't know. I really like money, guys.
So,
Well, you can let us borrow some of yours then.
Yeah, I agree, Brandon. You could donate.
I did donate.
No, you gotta like donate a lot if you like money. If you're giving it away and stuff. I mean, if you have so much.
No, I said I like money. You guys said you didn't like money, so you guys can donate to me.
Ain't the way I heard it, Jazzver. I'm just saying.
I'm kind of with Ben on this one.
But I'll be honest with you. I was super stoked that you answered my message, and then I was super stoked to hear you're still in high school and you were following a grandfather's tradition.
Yeah.
I knew Jazzver and Brandon would love that part of it already because we're big family people. So, how long did your grandfather do it before you?
So oh man, I want to say he did it like through the 60s.
Wow.
He's my great grandfather, so he's.
Oh wow.
But
so I remember in high school, like, so I'm 28. Am I 20? I'm 28. So,
Funny, how old is he? No.
Yeah. Seriously though, so I'm 28, and when I was in high school, I remember people like having diaphragm calls, and it was almost like it was, I don't know whether it was like a resurgence, or whether they were just like new at that time, but the people seemed to have this excitement about them. And it seemed like it all had to be like, oh, there's this new thing.
Yeah.
So how long? I didn't realize they had been around that long.
Oh yeah. Well, I really wish I had the one. So he used to make his with like soda cans, and a medical glove, and that's how he'd make his, like, real simple. And you should. I really wish I had a picture. And to be honest, when he made them, he was, I want to say, like, one of the first people making the diaphragms. Like, they didn't have his didn't have the tape that's on them. It was just pure metal and a piece of rubber in the middle, or a piece of metal.
Dude, that's wicked.
Oh yeah,
that is wicked. So that's cool all by itself. That's really cool.
Wow.
I don't know if you see this, Garden, but there's somebody commenting on here. Nicholas Wharton says, I bought one of his squirrel calls. It was absolutely perfect. 100% recommend.
Oh, that's awesome.
Dude, that is super, super cool. Cool. Wow. All right. So we've talked a little bit about how, like, what they're constructed of.
Mm-hmm.
So when you go to sit down and make a call,
mm-hmm.
what's, like, if you were going to go make any call you could, like, you could just go either mimic something that's already on the market, or you're going to come up with a new call. What's on your mind as you sit down at the bench?
So when I sit down, I just first thing on my mind is I want to make it sound like a turkey. So, I'm just like, I need to, like, so normally what I do is I'll usually find a video of, like, a turkey yelping or making any type of noise, and I try to match that with my calls. So, and basically right now I've been doing, like, I don't have really, like, an inventory. So I've been making, like, on the go, like, I've been just making, like if somebody asks for a 3-reeded V-cut, I'll make it. Like, I really have on inventory.
Cool.
So when I do make, I need to make sure they're right each time. So even if I mess up just a little bit, I start over, because I don't want it to sound like crap.
Certainly. That's good. That's really, I mean, just speaking for myself, having my own product line that I'm working on, it's super important to me to make sure quality is at the very top of the list. So people are always getting the same thing every time and they're happy with it, because it only takes a couple of people that, are dissatisfied with it due to some small thing for it to become a problem. So that's awesome that you're staying focused on that.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Thank you.
Yeah. Now, did you guys, oh, go ahead, Ben.
No, it's fine.
Oh, I was just going to say, so when you say you go and look at videos, and you said your dad is an excellent caller, so has that kind of, I guess, helped form your understanding of what a turkey sounds like? Or do you like to go out and hunt? What do you do besides the videos to kind of get experience with it? And knowing that you're young and you have the rest of your life to learn, that must be pretty cool. You must have some background there as well.
Oh yeah, for sure. I've been hunting since I was a little kid. We have hunting land out near, you guys know where Huntington is, or like
Yep.
Lake. We have hunting land out that way.
Cool.
So what's your favorite call? And I'm going to ask you what your dad's favorite call is, just because you're trying to tell me he's your tester. That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing your dad's your test dude.
Yeah. Or 1 second. Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Sorry, what was the question? I got a phone call.
That's all right. So what is your favorite call to make and use? And then what's your dad's favorite call to use?
So my favorite call would be our quarter notch call, and his well.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
And is that just because it's more authentic? Is it something about the way that you are able to call with it? What is it about that you really like?
It has that really rapid tone that you want, and it's very versatile. You can really do any sound you want with it.
Cool.
Like, you guys should hear how he can purr real well. So it's like hearing that. I'm still trying to learn the purr, but
cool.
Corner notch, it allows you to do any sound you want.
Well, I'll tell you what, you can put me down for one of those right now. and I'll buy one right now. Now my daughter, I'm not gonna lie to you, she doesn't. I do all the calling. She just likes to shoot them, but she's pretty stuck on. We have to buy a blue and purple one too because they just look cool. So if there's any way you can make it blue and purple with a quarter notch, I'll take one. Either way, I'll take one. But see, that's that one. That's what she's in love with. That bottom one.
Hey, that'd be a lot easier to find when you drop it.
Exactly.
And I drop them a lot. Let me tell you that I drop them a lot.
You lose your batteries in the woods?
I lose everything in the woods. I lost 4 GoPro batteries the other day rabbit hunting.
No, dude.
I almost cried. Yeah, I almost cried.
Dude.
So,
Yeah,
Chris, you were going to say something, Chris. What were you going to say? Pop your face back on here.
No, I was just curious. How do you keep the because you want to maintain a consistent sound, right?
Yeah.
So how do you keep the cuts the same? Because I mean, some of these are real tiny. How do you keep them consistent?
So the way it is very hard to keep them consistent. We use, Dr. Slick scissors. You guys are into like fly fishing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's the type of scissors we use for those cuts. It's
Okay.
really hard. Any other type of scissors, just because you got to use small scissors to get the cuts. But I'll be honest, it is hard to keep a consistent cut. There's been many times where I had to just restart on a lot of them because the cut wasn't right.
Now, do you measure them out? So on Chris's question, do you measure them out? Do you mark them before you cut them? How are you keeping your formation?
Usually, I just eye it up, make sure I get it right in the middle. I mean, I never really have a problem. The corner notches are easy because they're just right in the corner. But then when it gets tricky,
Yeah.
We lost him.
I could tell his signal was getting.
Yeah, his sound is going in and out a little bit.
There he is.
I like this double corner.
oh yeah,
I'd like
that
to
one.
try something like that. I never saw one like that.
You like working 2 corners, huh, Chris?
Well, you got to stay busy.
It's slow over there in PA.
Exactly.
exactly.
It's chilly out. You got to spread yourself out.
So,
what is
Graden, just so you know, Chris is flipping through all your pictures the whole time we're talking, trying to show everybody.
Squirrel call. I'm kind of into hearing getting one of them.
Yeah, I definitely want a squirrel call, and I'll definitely take your corner cut turkey. So get with me. I'll definitely I'll place an order right now in front of everybody.
All right.
Yeah, so where do we find you? Like if Big Sexy wants to go grab himself a call, what does he do? Where does he find you?
So right now we only have our Facebook, and we've been just taking orders via Messenger. We are looking to get a website up and running, but I mean, just right now, like this past week, it's been hectic with school and wrestling. But as soon as wrestling's over, I think I'm gonna try to do this full time.
Cool.
Thanks. So then I should get a website up and running. But yeah, right now we're just on Facebook. If you search up Early Bird Custom Game Calls, will pop up, and then just shoot us a DM, and we'll get your shipping info and everything.
I'll tell you what we'll do to help you out here. So we have a website, and once you get your website up and running, you send it to me. I'll send it to Chris. We'll get you put up on our website with your link. That way people can go in and anybody gets on our show, we try to put their link on there and help them out. I don't know if Browtown, I don't know if you guys are up yet, but I know it's in this, we're getting you up there. I know Chris has a lot going. The other thing, Graden, little hint to you, Chris designs websites. So I don't know where your money is or what Chris charges, but I know Chris designs websites.
Yeah,
help you out there.
Yeah, I would definitely be interested. I'd definitely, definitely use as much help as we can, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
That would be.
I just went through that whole rigmarole too, starting the website for Brow Time too. So I can send my contact there. I'll have honestly Ben or Chris just send him my contact, and you're always welcome to reach out, and I can let you know what I learned as well.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah. Want to
Now I
see?
have a question. So I'm getting into predator hunting. I'm starting to really fall in love with predator hunting.
Mhm.
I'm actually working on ordering a $1,300 thermal, which I don't know why, but I am.
It's for me, right?
I guess, yeah, we'll share it. So do you ever consider making a predator call?
Yes, we've gotten a lot of people ask us about that. The only thing is I don't have a lot of background knowledge on predator hunting. So that's something. I mean, I want to start, but I wish had more background on. I know a lot of people been getting the squirrel calls because it could be used as a predator call, because I mean it's a squirrel in distress.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of our sales have been for predators as well, for those squirrel slayers.
So
What
I mean, a rabbit in distress, I would think, in watching your cuts and your makes,
Mhm.
I would think with your grandfather's background, I realize he's, but I would think that you could probably come up with a pretty good rabbit in distress using that latex.
Oh yeah, for sure. I've done research, like I've just researched like predator diaphragms and just tried to like match the cuts on them, but it's kind of hard because the way I just haven't been able to get that sound that they get. I haven't learned it yet.
Well, you need any tested, I'll test them. You let me know.
Okay.
I try to go out at least once a week.
All right,
So
yeah,
I'd gladly test one and give my review on it for you.
yeah, for
So
sure.
Go
my
ahead.
question is,
Hey,
what's the difference between the squirrel calls and the turkey calls as far as the latex makeup and the actual cuts on it? Because I think with a little bit of tweaking,
Hmm.
you could probably get that rabbit in distress. Because for years, when I hunted, um, whenever we'd hunt something, like I always carry an old single reed diaphragm call in my pocket with it's like a 1/3, just a slit in it, so I could get a squeal out of it.
Yeah.
It's just a real old. I want to say it's a Quaker Boy.
Hmm.
It's got a slit in it. I buy one like every couple of years because they dry out, because I just chuck them in my pocket when we're doing any sort of hunting. Um, and I've called in more coyotes with that thing, deer hunting or turkey hunting. Just swap it out real quick and go. So so what is the difference as far as the latex makeup? Like how thick is it, or is there a difference in it? And what how do you get that higher pitch squirrel versus the raspy turkey other than the cuts?
Hmm. So our squirrel slayer, we only use a straight reed. We don't put any cuts in our
Okay.
call. And we use the lightest latex we can find, which is the 0.25 or the 0. And we just stretch the hell out of it.
Yeah,
Just to get it as at that the more stretch, the higher pitch it'll be.
absolutely.
And then when you're putting it in your mouth and you're blowing it, you just want to get like more tongue pressure
Yeah.
will cause it to be a higher pitch.
Yeah, so I always cut the notch on my single reed, or single latex piece when
Hmm.
we were predator hunting, to the left side so I could squeal more air
Yeah.
out of the right and get a flutter out of it. So we would, you'd be saying we into that call. It's we, and then a big long distress drawn out, and just keep on that.
Yeah.
Uh, for like your cottontail in distress. I mean, some places have jackrabbits and stuff, but for the most part, we're running like a cottontail style ball, like that real screaming like he's in distress.
Hmm.
Um, the squirrel in distress, though, I could see where that'd be great for fox and stuff.
Oh yeah, for
Um,
sure.
even coyotes, if you were out just deer hunting, if you could get a low, just that low little whistle squeal to it, and boom, you got them right there. So
Yeah.
you might even be able to market it better as a predator call
Hmm.
later on down the road, because there's only so many of us that actually like squirrel hunt and would
Yeah.
use calls like that.
Yeah.
Um,
No, yeah, you're 100%. Um, Yeah, that's probably what we'll end up doing is making it into or start marketing it as a
Yeah.
predator.
Is there a difference in where you would put it in the form to get different pitches, like further back? Like I'm looking at a picture here, right? And
Yeah.
it's buried all the way to the front of the form,
hmm
right? And then you got your little V notch in it. I think Chris has got the picture up here.
The one
But
he held up looked like it was way back.
yeah,
This
Yeah.
one,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So I sit it as far back as I can without
Okay.
gagging on it, and then that's how I get the sound out of it.
But I'm saying the actual latex in the form.
Yeah.
So
I
like,
what
see
you're
how
saying.
you got it halfway up in the form in that one, and then that black call had it all the way to the front. Is there different tones? Yeah, see how those ones are further up to the front of the call,
yeah.
and like your other call was to the back. Is there different tones from that? I imagine the stretch would be a little bit tighter.
Well, I feel like you wouldn't get a different tone. The only reason is because when we stretch the pieces of latex we use are only like this big.
Yeah. Okay.
So when you stretch that much, it shrinks. So then we can't you're only using
Right.
that much.
I'm
I
with
get
you.
what you're saying.
I got you. I got
It's a
you.
result of the tension, not a result.
Yeah.
You're not intentionally
Yeah.
making it smaller.
Yeah.
I
That
got
makes sense.
hmm
That's cool, actually.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I'm wondering if there is a way to kind of play with that a little bit, and like if you could get the latex to fade off, even like tension here, not tension there, and then use tongue pressure.
hmm
I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong on that, but
What got me was Ben was saying he goes out every week for predators.
hmm
The thing is, he's on To Catch a Predator every week. So he gets a little confused.
That hurt. That
every
hurt.
Wednesday at
You
7.
guys are too harsh on me, man. But we were, yeah. I mean, I thought of that like right away too when I seen your calls. You said the Squirrel Slayer. I was watching your Facebook and I was like, man, I wonder if he makes predator calls. That would be, because I mean, don't get me wrong. You have all these big expensive predator calls, so you're out there and you have your Shockwave and your $700. But there's just times I hoof. If I take a big hoof, I don't want to drag that big call back with me if I can do the same thing with a mouth call, and that's,
Yeah.
I thought of that right away. I thought that would be really cool. I have lanyard with calls hanging all over it, but again, they're dragging off your neck. They're, a little reed, you stick it in your mouth. That's what I love about turkey hunting, man. I just take one out of my vest, stick it in my mouth, and I'll go for miles.
Yeah.
Never change my call.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought, I thought for sure, like, man, I bet you can make a good, at least cottontail squealer out of them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to challenge you with that. I'm going to challenge you a little bit with that. I'm going to give you some.
Yeah, I'll do my research and see if I can make one up.
But
Cool.
So how hard is it really juggling all this through your? I mean, again, you're a senior in. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you're a senior in high school by our conversation, right?
Yep.
So how hard is it to really juggle? And then how many do you normally do a week?
It's been rough. I'll be honest. Just to juggle like the expenses because I gotta buy the supplies too. So I gotta like really buy the supplies. And then just like this past week, it's been the end of the marking period. So just I've had tons of schoolwork and wrestling's every day for 2 hours after school. So I really haven't been able to get too much sleep. I've been going to bed like 12 o'clock each night. I mean,
isn't that what time normally people go to bed, right? I mean,
Yeah,
come
I
on
think
now.
so. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen one before midnight in a long time.
Well, I ain't being smart, but you could tell Brandon ain't had beauty sleep in a long time.
That's okay. Pretty don't get paid around here, but
Well, so Ben and Brandon, didn't you guys wrestle?
no.
Yes, I did. I wrestled. I was about 5 years old up until the time I was in ninth grade.
Yeah.
I left ninth grade because I wanted to be more into football. And then I went back. So 9th and 10th grade year, I just played football and baseball. I strictly did that. Then my 11th grade year, I knocked out the quarterback off the field. He had a problem with running his mouth, and I knocked him out. So then the coach told me in football that I had to run 100 laps for something I did off the field. So I handed my gear to the coach and told him I'll wrestle this year. And then I went back and wrestled my 11th grade year. And then my 12th grade year, I went back to do it all.
I played 0 high school sports. 0.
Really?
I was too busy making money.
I was gonna say you were cutting hay. Is that what you're doing?
Oh yeah. We were baling hay. We were putting up hay. Like literally. So my uncle my great uncle, my father's brother, ran a dairy farm, and or my grandfather's brother, excuse me, ran a dairy farm. We put up 70,000 square bales a year there. Yeah, it was a lot of hay. So I was the kid in the mow stacking hay all the time, and then we had plenty of horses, and then I rodeoed, and well, I guess you can consider that a high school sport, but all through high school, I was traveling around rodeoing and showing horses and doing that stuff, and then working at sawmills and pizza places and all sorts of stuff, and then shoeing horses on the side, and now I'm shoeing horses full time. So,
dude, I didn't know you were a farrier.
Oh yeah,
dude, that's cool. Actually,
oh yeah.
I want to circle back to that actually, but
okay.
The reason I asked about the whole, so I wrestled as well in high school, but I only wrestled my senior year. I wish I had wrestled like the whole time because it was an awesome sport. It was great for mental fortitude and just like staying focused, learning how to be disciplined. But I really enjoyed it. And I know like I just did it 1 year and I wish I would have done it, but gosh, I mean, it was a huge commitment to time. So I was in Boy Scouts. So between Boy Scouts, wrestling, and school, and then also I ran track as well. So it's like I was pretty busy. So I know what that's like, and I can't imagine adding, starting a business on top of that. So good for you for getting after it. And
amen to that. Good for you.
Yeah, good for you. And as you go through that, I know one thing that I'm learning now. I wish I would have learned it sooner. Is like how to rest and recover, because it's just so easy to burn out. And it doesn't matter. Like in university, I mean, I felt like every other weekend it was just like crash and burn, and then kind of get back up and get going again. So learn how to recover and learn how to take time for restfulness and prayer and to just kind of recover, because it's just like, dude, it's like number one, man. You can grind all day long every day. But eventually, you can't do it forever. So
you're young yet, but you'll see. Sooner or later, it'll catch up to you.
But dude, that's awesome. It's inspiring. I'm excited for you. I'm proud of what you're doing. That's really cool.
Appreciate it.
I agree totally. That's why I was so excited to invite you on and get you on here, because I thought, man, oh man, I thought that was really cool. So I'll be honest with you. Our show normally goes about somewhere around 50 minutes. So I'm mentally thinking, and you can tell me no. I'm gonna. I guess I don't want to put you on the spot, but I think it'd be cool. So what are the chances we can pull you up on the big screen and get you to make a call while you're on here?
I mean, we can do it. We can do it right now.
What do you guys think? You guys think that'd be cool?
That would be super cool to see.
I would love to see that in action. Like, I'm thinking, while we have you on here and people can visually see you, they can actually see your work involved. Now, I don't want to put you on the spot, so please, if any point you don't think, just say no. I really don't.
No, I think that would be awesome.
I just think it would be cool. I mean, I really think that'll be neat.
I'll make your call. You're the corner notch one.
All right, I'm in.
All right,
Chris, let's blow him up.
I have to grab my charger real quick though.
Yeehaw.
Rose. Here we go.
Yeah, sorry. No, there's been an issue with Facebook. Like, it's saying that Facebook is having trouble streaming, and I know the other guy, up here, Nick, was on Facebook. So I mean, I've been trying to fix that in the background. That's where I've been. So don't worry about me. I'm doing my job. I got this.
I thought you were just scared of the beard game here because there's a 17-year-old kid with a beard better than you.
All right. I just want to point out, Chris does have a beard. Look at them 4 hairs, like right there.
Oh, God.
3 weeks.
Yeah.
3 weeks.
3 weeks.
We
Don't
need
shave
some,
them
like-
puppies.
Yeah, you need some Scott's Everlon or something like that, dude.
I'm just gonna grab the cat and strap it around my head.
Literally.
I've got some extra hair over here. I can send it along for you.
Right?
You might have to cut that off and ship it to Chris.
Yeah, locks of Chris.
Well, it'll be beards for love. Chris is going to need beards for love.
Yeah, no, that's all. I've just been trying to get this taken care of. Sorry.
I was wondering what was going on. You like disappeared.
Well, that's why
Thanks
I sent
for
you the
doing
message. That's why I sent you the message.
I don't look at my phone.
Ben's calling you son. Yeah, really.
Thanks, Dave. Always a blessing.
It'll be a
Thanks,
special edition, the big sexy Yelper or something like that.
Yeah.
Hey, I like that. I like that. That's you know what? I'm great. I hope you're listening. I like that.
It's just gonna go.
We need a big sexy call. I like that. Let's do that. Let's make a big sexy call.
All right. You ready?
All right, let's do this.
All right. Can you guys see?
Yep, he's gonna put you in a full screen now. It's all yours.
All right.
Are you committed to Ohio Northern?
No, I wish. I did just commit to Juniata though.
Dude,
Congratulations.
man. That's
Thank
awesome.
Now, what'd you commit for while you're getting your stuff ready? What'd you commit for? Wrestling, football?
Football.
Nice.
Yes, sir.
As much as I love to wrestle, there's still nothing better than hitting somebody
Oh yeah, for sure.
and being allowed to do it.
Yeah.
I apologize, Graden, if I put you on the spot. I just thought it'd be really cool to get you up in the big screen and somebody could watch your hard work.
Oh no, I think it'll be great actually. Well, so did you play football at Mount Carmel?
No, I actually went to Pine Grove area.
Oh, okay.
My daughter plays for Mount Carmel. She's 16. She plays for Mount Carmel. She's a junior.
Oh, cool. Does she? What sports does she play?
Only plays one. That's softball. She can hit the ball 300 feet.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I got a funny softball story. I'll say
Brandon,
that.
your last story had me in tears.
Yeah,
I don't know if
I
Graden's
don't know
ready
if we're
for
gonna have
that.
time for that, Brandon. I don't know.
I don't know if Graden's ready for your story because your last one was bad. Somebody almost died.
Yeah, I mean, my brother almost died in this one, so
I knew somebody was going to almost die.
well, I won't. It's not a very long story though. But when we were children, my brother was being the pitcher, and I was hitting, and I line drove it and took out 4 of his front teeth and knocked him right clean out. We were little.
He didn't need those anyways.
No, he didn't need them. But actually, I think one of them was a permanent tooth, and he had to get it replaced.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you were like, "Hey, Mr. Wilson."
Yeah, pretty much. The old chickadees went a flying.
Oh, poor Graden, man. I put him on the spot. I feel bad. I'm sorry.
Oh no, it's
Yeah, so
Sorry.
explain to us what you're doing here. You're getting
Alright.
set up. What are we looking at?
So right now I have the 3 reeds I'm going to be using. This will be our lightest reed. This is our medium, and this is our heavy. The heavy one always goes on top, but when you're building the call, you want to do it backwards.
Upside down.
So upside down. So you want your heavy on the bottom.
Okay.
Cool.
And then I use this stick. It just makes it easier with lining up the latexes. Now you want your latex probably like a 1/16 of an inch apart.
So you're lapping those a 1/16 of an inch.
Yep.
Cool.
I just eye it up. You don't really have to. If it doesn't like that, won't throw off the sound really that much.
That just keep it from sticking together.
Yeah.
Cool.
Notice nobody's saying anything. We're all in watching this, man. We're deep in the thought.
We're all focused on what's going on.
I got you. Like I have a 32-inch TV you're on, so like I'm literally watching you. I can see everything.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah. Your hand's the size of a football in front of his face.
Literally.
So now you want to. So I use there's a point on this stick, and then you want to.
Ben just fell backwards out of his chair. He almost got stabbed in the eye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a French pike about to get him.
Exactly.
Now is that to hold it together? Is that your okay?
Mm-hmm. So you could throw these two pieces of latex across the room, and they'll stay together.
Huh. That's cool.
When you tap them. And we're gonna throw our third one on there. Now they do make presses, which would make my life 100 times easier. But they're like that's our next investment. They're like $600.
Wow.
For one of those. So right now I just use a jig, which is it's all handmade, no machine or anything.
You are the machine, my friend.
Yeah. So now we take that and we line the latex on there.
Okay. I was wondering what the jig was for, so now I'm understanding. Okay.
Yep. So now we'll line that up. Now we put on the clamps. This is the biggest pain in the ass, is screwing them down every time.
So did you just kind of already add a little tension right there as you were putting that on there, kind of scrape it across it?
Yep. And then we have 3 different size tension bars, which will screw on here. The biggest one will make it looser of a tension. Then we have a medium one, and the smallest one will make it tighter. It'll squeeze down more.
I agree, Barnes. I don't know if you see that comment, Graden, but I agree with him. You see his comment at the bottom?
Yeah. Oh yeah. The hand. Yeah. It definitely does add coolness to it.
Yeah.
It's yours. Nobody can do. You know what I mean? It's yours.
Yeah.
No matter how you look at it, it's yours. You did it. That to me makes it really cool.
That is true.
Okay.
So now we're just gonna clamp for these ones I like to use the medium one. If you use the lightest one, it kind of makes it not too raspy, but like I typically like to use the lightest one for like our single reed calls, because you still want that like high pitch in it as well. Once you get that clamp down in there, we take our frame.
He's a jerk. Look at his comments. I can't stand him.
We always get people that think we mouth test their calls before we send them out.
Not since 2020.
Sorry. Someone keeps calling me. Right. So now we take that stick again. We're just gonna lift up on the reeds and then shoot this underneath. So now we have So now we have the frame in place. I'm just gonna shut it down with our fingers. So now you just have that in the
Cool.
That's awesome.
Then we take our hammer and
He's gonna hit it.
Jesus.
and
Yeah, sit back, Ben.
Yeah, right.
Uh-oh.
once that's
I agree with that, Barnes.
Yeah, Barnes, I completely agree with that. Graden, he said to keep your grandfather's legacy going no matter what it takes. And I agree. I thought that was one of the coolest things that you and I had in conversation
yeah.
was that you were young trying to do something your grandfather did. I mean, I just, respected more than you could imagine.
Appreciate it. I wish he we could have got him on the podcast too. That would have been cool. And
I don't know about you guys, but I'm loving this.
Dude, I'm getting a lot out of it.
I am too. I'm loving this. I've never seen this, so I think this is awesome.
so now we take the Dr. Slick scissors and we just cut the excess off. But yeah, man, I wish I had one of his calls that he made because it's so cool. It's literally just a piece of metal and just a part of a glove in the center, and he killed tons of birds with that.
Wow. So that thing's pretty solid right now, right? Like you don't need the tape at this point. I mean, to keep it together. It's
not
solid.
not to keep it together. I mean, you definitely want the tape. I think the tape just makes sure like that it'll stay when you have it in your mouth like the right way.
Mm-hmm.
I have tried like using it without the tape. It's a little challenging, to be honest.
Dude, that's brutal, man.
Dude, he's a jerk.
Barnes is putting the lumber to you today, dude. That's rough. So you just bent that tab back over?
Yep.
Cool.
And that'll make sure it stays together. And then this is the tape we get.
It's cool, isn't it? Great. Now I want you to know my daughter's standing here watching, and she said, "This is so cool."
So when we tape it, like the key. So we just get it stuck there. Grab it, bend it back over.
And the tape just secures everything you've just done. It's just kind of like a clamp.
Yep.
And not only that, it helps hold it in the roof of your mouth when you're all done.
Yeah.
Wow.
And right there's the call. And we just gotta cut it.
Ben will be the one that's chirping here soon. That's cool.
Now the thing is like if you look at like those bigger brands, they like to cut their tape like really big. What my grandfather's always done is he's cut his tape just a little bit smaller. And I've realized like a lot of people have told me they like that a lot more. So we tend to cut ours a bit smaller because I think a reason why a lot of people don't use diaphragms is because they gag on it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why we want to start cutting the tape just a bit.
Well, it's probably so. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it's probably also easier to put against the roof of your mouth if you don't have
Yeah.
all that access.
I was just gonna
Yeah.
say that too. It's easier to get the air around it.
Yeah. For here, I actually have a call that's not mine compared to one that's one of mine.
Well, Ben's got a big mouth, so you just cut it to whatever you need, buddy.
This is Zinc's call, and then this is our call.
Oh yeah,
compared
you
to-
can see the difference definitely.
yeah.
I usually buy Fear Not game calls. So listen, I'm not gonna lie to you. I've been a Fear Not guy for a long time. You may change everything I ever thought.
Teach me.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, just because it's your grandfather's legacy, you'll get my business. Just so you know
Awesome.
that.
Awesome.
So I'm I just am excited. I want to help you succeed any way we can. So
I appreciate that. Now this part's tricky because it's really hard to keep a consistent cut on the tape. They do make tape cutters, but they're also like close to $600 as well.
Dude,
I'll be honest with
I
you,
might
dude.
be able to help you come up with a little jig there for yourself that just keep the distance constant, so you can trim. So I might be able to help you come up with something that'd be a lot cheaper than that.
Oh wow, yeah, that'd be awesome. I'd definitely be interested in that.
I'm not going to lie to you. I just love your hand doing it. I mean, it's not like we're sending it down a production line. It's not mass production. When this is done, that's kind of why I asked you to do it, was so everybody gets to see that you are personally hand cutting, hand snipping, putting it together.
Yep, that takes.
What if you were to make like a blade chisel, like a half round blade chisel that you could just punch into with a back?
That's what I was kind of thinking.
Yeah, that might work.
Like when I make like farrier tools, like I'll go in my shop and whatever and make like a punches or whatever I need. But like I'm thinking like a half, like a you can't really see my hand, but like a half round type, and then you could just go ahead and tap that thing with a mallet and it would cut it right off for you.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
You could probably get a gouge with the right radius and just start with
Yeah,
that.
that's what I'm saying. I could even take like a piece of steel and get that thing. Give me some measurements of what you want, and I'll see what I can do in the shop.
All right, for sure. Yeah, I'll get you some.
I told you I got a good group of guys, man. That's the one thing I got. When we do this, we're about, we want to succeed. And as Jazzver and I talked before, we can't succeed without each other.
Yeah,
we got to be able to help each other all the way through.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys. You guys definitely are a big help. I mean, with this only being like, I literally started it like a month ago, and it's definitely a big help for sure.
But you're doing well. I mean, I'm watching your site grow, and at 5 weeks, your site's growing each week. You sold 70 squirrel calls. Man, kudos to you, honestly, man. I'm proud of you.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
It's exciting.
And this is, I don't know if you see this, Ralph Alderson, this guy's watching. He's like, that's so cool. I mean, this is really neat to watch you. Well, there. I mean, there it is. Dave just said it himself. I mean, that pretty well sums it up, just using ammo as an example.
Yeah.
So what are you about to do here? We've got.
So right now I'm making the cut. Well, let me see if I can get this. All right. So what I'm gonna do here is, now there's been multiple times like I'll accidentally cut 2 reeds, and then you got to start completely over because you only want to get that top reed cut. So go like about I don't know, like right here.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm like nervous watching him cut this thing.
Yeah,
You know what?
I'm on the edge. I'm on the edge of my cooler right now.
Literally, I'm like over here, like I got a twitch going on. Like, come on, buddy.
Be honest with you, I'm more nervous for him because I feel like with everybody watching, he's like, dude, I can't mess this up.
Yeah.
He's really trying hard to do it right. So
And then right
There it
there's a corner notch.
Oh, all right there.
now flip. Can you spin that so we can see the other side? Awesome. Okay.
Yep.
Awesome. Dude, I am super stoked that you just did. I want you to know that you did that live on our show is absolutely awesome.
Yeah. Can you sign that with a toxic pen before you send
Yeah.
that out?
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Just make sure. Oh, look at this. We got a new one on tonight, guys. Check this out.
That's really cool.
Absolutely.
Word, Amy. For sure.
Agree, Amy. I agree completely, Amy. That's why I said I will support them any way we can. Everything behind it says this needs to go. It's your grandfather's you started. And the coolest part is it's not your grandfather, it's your great grandfather. So this dates back a lot farther than just that.
Mm-hmm.
And you watched him make it out of metal soda can pieces and a rubber glove.
Yeah. And
you have now turned it into here you are going to graduate school and go to college and you want to continue to grow this. Mm-hmm. I'm proud of you. I mean, I don't know you from talking to you on a phone conversation one time. And I will tell you that I'm proud of you. I think what you're doing is phenomenal.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
I want you to succeed. I mean, I super do. You guys have any comments for him?
Keep at it, man. That's super cool. Keep at it. Stay motivated, and if you need help, reach out. I think just like Ben said, I think we're all in it. We want you to be successful, and we want you to encourage others to play around with it and learn and try them and get involved in the sport, get involved in the industries that surround it, and share those experiences with your friends and people, especially going off to school. When I went to college, I think for a little bit, I kind of left my, my time in the field behind because I was at school. And what I realized after about 2 years in college is I needed that. And the people that I was with needed that. So enjoy it. Just keep it close to your heart and work hard and you're going to be fine.
Yeah. I think Jasmine could probably say the same, but so I've been in business shooting horses. Well, I'll be 30 in May, so it's been 15 years that I've professionally done taxes on shooting.
It sounded like he said shooting horses. I don't want to interfere, but it really sounded like he said shooting horses.
So I've been a professional farrier for 15 years, and the one thing I can say about business is there's people that are going to love you, and there's people that are going to hate you. No matter what you do, you can't please them all. So what I will say is if you decide to take this on as a business, know that there's going to be haters, man. Just know that and don't even pay attention. Don't waste your time. Don't let them burn you down. Don't even comment on anybody's crap if they're giving you crap. Mm-hmm. Just anybody who's positive, it's a thank you and keep rolling and just let the positivity grow. And leave those other guys behind you. That's the one thing I can say as far as running a business goes. And
these are your dreams, brother. Remember, these are your dreams. Don't let nobody take them from you.
Absolutely. You don't have to answer to anybody on this. This is you can build it up tomorrow or you can shut it down tonight. You know what I mean? That is 100% your decision. And if this is your dream and you want to make a huge game call deal, you do it, man. Just keep pushing, find a way, and you're already doing good.
Chris, I know you can hear us, and I know that you just watched that same video of him making it and think that's just as cool as I do, because I know how intrigued you get with you're building your minis for the games and doing your stuff. So I know you got something to say. What do you have to say?
No, again, everything I was thinking is pretty much is all covered, and I really, honest to God, think that that handcrafted thing is going to be is such a good selling point that keep that up. Personalize it as much as you can. Make it as unique for each person as possible. That's going to be a big thing. And if you need us to whoop somebody who's giving you attitude, just let us know.
Yeah. That's my boy, Chris. That's my boy.
And the other thing I can tell you, don't undersell yourself to anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Don't ever undersell yourself to anybody in a sense of like, your friend goes, "Oh, give me one of those." No. Like you're in the business. Like if they're truly your friend and they want to help you, they will pay for the stuff. Or, if you decide to give it to them as a gift, that's one thing. Okay. But if people are demanding things from you or going, "Oh, that's just a mouth call, I can get it from Walmart for $4.
Mhm.
Well, you get it from Walmart then, because guess what? Mine are handmade, mine are handcrafted. That's one of those things that you name your price and know your worth, man, and just keep rolling with it.
Yeah,
It was
I
nice
agree with that.
because Brandon sent me a set of horseshoes for my mother-in-law, and I was able to use them. They fit pretty well.
Yeah, you want concrete ones for her next time?
Next time we might go a little heavier. Yeah.
Hey, I'm still stuck on a big sexy call. Like, I don't know who said that. I'm stuck on that, man. That's something to think about. You know what I mean?
I think it should be called Santa's Little Yelper.
Santa's little yelper. I like that.
Yeah.
Keep that name.
There you go.
I like that.
Santa's
Guys,
Little
we hit our hour mark. We are past our hour mark. Graden, my daughter has to say hi. Go ahead.
Hi.
Tell him what you think. No, tell him what you think, because you were telling me the whole time. Tell Graden what you think. Now, you're his age. So, Graden, how old are you? 18, right? I remember talking. You got to be 18 because you said you need parental consent.
Yeah.
So, up in here. Tell him what you think. You just watched him make that. She come running over. She's like, I got to watch this. So, before we go, tell Graden what you thought.
I honestly think it's cool because I know personally I would not have the patience and time to do any of that. And with you doing sports, and because I know I'm always busy with sports, it's just amazing to see how young people can just do stuff like that. Like, because I know I can never do that. I can't even use the call. So,
Don't worry. Daddy will use it.
No, thank you. It really means a lot. I appreciate it.
So that's what it's about. One of the reasons we do this, for one, Chris and I started doing these podcasts was we're always trying to help somebody. We want to reach younger generation. We want to help somebody. So any way we can help, we're always trying to do that. We're trying to promote your stuff, keep it going. We always want. So on that, feel free anytime to post on our pages. Okay. If you post on our group, which is public access, we'll take it from the group. We'll throw it on our page for you as well. Okay. We'll help you anytime. So if you make a new call, you got something you want to show, let us, just put it on there. We'll grab it. It may not be right then, but the moment we have, we'll grab it. We'll throw it on for you. We'll help you out. Like I said, if you got a website set up, just send it to one of us and we'll get it put on ours to help you. Because, like I said, we want to get Jazzverse put up as well. We want to get Brow Time put on our website. And I super, I'm proud of you, man. I mean, I don't know what to say. I'm proud of you. I love that you're taking something your grandfather has done years and years ago, and you're going to start something in your life and try to continue to make it grow. And I think that alone is amazing. And I appreciate you doing it live. I know you were nervous. I could see it in your hand.
Yeah, I was a little nervous.
Dude, I was nervous. You should have saw my hand over here. I didn't even have scissors.
So I can't thank you enough for giving us your time and coming on the show. You get with me. Let me know how to pay you. I'll pay you for, like I said, I definitely want one of your squirrels and that one. So, and we'll go from there.
Okay,
do you have anything for us before we close out, man? Anything?
I really just appreciate you guys having me on. I appreciate you guys helping out, giving me advice. I'll definitely use it for sure. I can take as much advice as I can right now.
Absolutely, man.
So I know you're young. If you want to share this video with anybody, all you have to do is go to our YouTube or Facebook, copy the link. You can share this video with your dad, your mom. I know your dad's at work. or and they'll get to watch all this, so that'll be pretty cool for you. So this will stay on our page. You'll be on here the whole time. We don't delete it. So that'd be pretty neat. You did a live video building the car. And I don't know about you, but I think that's something to be proud of all by itself.
Yeah, I'd say so.
So,
Super cool.
Anybody have anything for Graden before we go?
Best of luck in the future.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
I just want to say God bless.
Yeah.
God bless you. Continue to do what you're doing. And thank you so much for participating in Big Sexy Outdoors Indoors podcast.
Thank you.
So we're going to call it a night, fellas. Everybody in for a good night?
Yes. Good night.
Yeah.
All right,
Thanks
man. Let's
for putting it
close out.
together. Good
God
speaking with
bless
you.
everyone. Thank you
Thank
for watching.
Thanks for having me on.
Absolutely, man. Adios, guys.
Adios.
Leave it there.